How's it going, guys? It's Glooby. This is the Dissident guide for my two-part video for Lockdown Protocol. So today we're going to be exploring some stuff that'll make you better as a Dissident, some tips and tricks I have for playing the role, and some other opinions about some other stuff in the game related to the Dissident side of the game. Alright, so what is being a Dissident? So dissidents have two main tasks when it comes to winning a game. That would be preventing the employees from completing all the tasks and killing all the employees. That's your two ways of winning. I usually tend to do a mix of both just to try and guarantee a win if I fail one way or the other. So for example, hiding a couple of tasks and then killing a couple of people, that in combination will usually get you a win. But sometimes you can just solely hide tasks and then someone will kill you because they find you hiding a task. And you'll still get the win because you hid enough tasks, and then vice versa. You can just literally kill everyone without hiding a single task, and it just happens to be a good way to win. Alright, so first off, let's go over PvP. So PvP consists of a couple things. I'm going to go over knife play and gunplay. The first thing you're going to want to do is find a weapon. So in the gameplay you're seeing right now, I'm showing a couple of positions that you spawn into and paths that I usually take when I'm looking for weapons, as well as I'm going to be pausing and showing circles or highlighting areas where weapons and items of note will spawn. But the most important thing is to try and find at least something to hit people with. I usually go with a cassette tape if I can't find a knife or a gun. But for the knife play portion, I'm not going to get too technical with it. Pretty much all you need to know is that from the front, you're going to have to knife someone 3 times, and then from the back, you can knife them 2 times to get the kill. Um, there are a total of 3 knives that can spawn in the map. One is the one that just spawns in the normal map, and then there are 2 extra knives, or scalpels as they call them, with different models. They have the same damage numbers and they spawn in the med bay, which is only accessible via access card. Alright, now for gunplay. There's 3 guns in the game: shotgun, silenced pistol, and revolver. My personal favorites are the silenced pistol and the shotgun. The revolver is a little hard for me to hit my shots, but that's a skill issue problem. But the silenced pistol and the shotgun, I have better luck with hitting my shots and killing people in general. So obviously there's 2 ways to get hold of these guns. They're going to be lying around the map in random positions, or you can get them from a gun crate. The way that the gun crate works is that it acts kind of like a Wordle problem, if you know what I'm talking about. But basically what's going to happen is you are going to input numbers, and if they are in the wrong position but the right number, it's going to show up yellow. So you'll have to move that yellow number to a different position to see if it works in that position. And if it is in the right spot and the right number, it will be blue. If it is the wrong spot, wrong number, so you won't be that number at all, it is going to be gray. So at the end, you should have 4 different numbers in 4 different spots, all glowing blue, and then the crate will open and you'll get a gun. Or it'll be empty, one of the two. With the newest patch, you have the ability to reload weapons. As shown here, you can enter this room over by the security room, and what you will need is you'll need a plant sample in one of the containers, and you'll need the gun. So the plant samples correlate like this. It's going to be shotgun is a red plant sample, revolver is a yellow plant sample, and silence pistol is a blue plant sample. Now what this will do is it'll completely reload your weapon. So the shotgun will have 4 shots, the revolver will have 6 shots, and the silence pistol will have 12 shots, which is kind of insane because it only takes 3 shots to the head. For the silence pistol, you kill 4 people with that. Now for the weapon crates, I want to reiterate that you won't always be guaranteed a weapon, but in the latest update, they have made it so that you are more likely to get a weapon rather than get an empty gun case. Last thing I will say about PvP in general is taking people by surprise is better than taking people head on. Obviously, if you have the knife, you don't want to be rushing at someone from the front because you'll be out of stamina, they can hit you with whatever they have, and you're just dead. So usually I try and hide behind important task items. Let's say, for example, the cleaning station, I'll hide behind this shelf over here and I'll just stab people as they walk in because their back will be turned to me. Or for example, computers. You can hide in a corner in one of the computer rooms where there's a computer that needs to be done, and then as they walk in and start pressing the button, you can hit them from behind with the knife. Alright, so my next topic is going to be hiding task objects. I'm going to be going through a couple of good spots in general for vents, for deliveries, and for a couple of other task objects. I'm gonna let this video play for a little bit at a higher speed, showing me running around, showing a bunch of places that you can hide objects, and then a couple of premium places that I like to hide my objects and hope that no one will find them. But just in general, if you find a corner in a room where if you are looking at a normal line of sight into the room that you don't see the object. For example, there's a corner in Pazushi right here, and you look at it from the outside, you cannot see the delivery or the vent unless you go straight up to the corner and look at it. Alright, my next topic is going to be preventing task progression. So how do we do this? We are going to hide the task objects, obviously, so hide the deliveries, hide the Bazushi rice, hiding the vents, hiding containers. You also want to fill those containers if you're going to hide them with the wrong color that people will need. But another thing that people don't think about, and it's prioritizing which employees to kill. Now, this is important because you could have like a couple of people that are like not too well versed in the game. They're kind of just doing tasks and not very efficiently, but then there are those people that are sweats. So these are the people that you want to prioritize because they're going to be very efficient at completing tasks faster than the normal person. And so what you want to do is you kind of want to try and target these people. Now, the best way to target these people is to try and catch them solo when they're doing, scanner by themselves, analysis by themselves, pressure by themselves. You want to try and find somewhere secluded to kill them, obviously, with anyone that you're trying to kill. You want to find somewhere secluded. But more so for these skilled players, because what'll happen is if they are skilled, is they will fight back, and sometimes they'll run away and try and get help. So you want to try and corner them somewhere so that they can't get away. Alright, my final topic is just going to be general tips and tricks. The first one is going to be the key card. So the key card can open 4 different places as of this patch right now. And that's going to be the machine room, the security room, the medical room, and the hallway. And so, in order for Dissidents, these 4 rooms are as follows. It's going to be the medical room for the 2 knives, the gun room by security, the hallway, and then the machine room. But you really don't want to open the machine room at all as Dissident. That's kind of just throwing at that point. So the reason why I picked that order is because obviously the medical room has 2 knives in it, and having 2 knives and having both Dissidents have a knife is a lot better than opening the gun room and then giving an employee, full ammo in their shotgun, and now you don't have anything to defend against a shotgun as a Dissident. And then obviously opening up the hallway is more of like a neutral evil kind of thing to do. You're not really good, not really bad, kind of just wasting a key card. I will say about the key cards is that there can be 2 key cards that spawn now. If there is a second key card that spawns, it will be guaranteed to spawn in the camera security room, and then the other one will spawn randomly throughout the map. So if there are 2 key cards in the map, one will be camera and one will be randomly around the map. Alright, for my next tip, I have muting your mic. Muting your mic is kind of underutilized. I feel like you can pull off a lot of sneaky plays using the muting your mic method. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just sneak into computers or the botanic canister cleaning room. I'll mute my mic, and so I can breathe as heavy as I want if I'm being creepy, or do whatever until someone walks in and I can just stab him up or shoot him or whatever. Alright, for my next tip, something I am not good at all is lying. I will out myself instantly, and so I try not to talk a lot when I'm Dissident, unless it's absolutely necessary. But lying, not my strong suit, not a whole lot of tips I can give there. If you're good at lying, you could be very good at Dissident, like getting away with killing people, or getting people to kill other people for you. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed, and if you're looking for any employee tips, there is a counterpart to this video for the employee side. Please go watch that one as well, and have a good day guys. See you later.